We are now looking at a story turning a personal experience into purpose. Conscious Cash recently wrapped up week 3 of the Conscious Cash Millionaire Maker campaign. What is that exactly? They visited 6 groups of students totaling over 80 plus participants from elementary through post-high school grads. So they covered 3 different topics on financial wellness and mindset. This is all varied based on the age of each group. Marlon Ewing joining me now, the founder and financial behavior coach with Conscious Cash. So good to have you.
No, I'm glad to be here.
Really
Appreciate
amazing
that.
work that you're doing.
Yeah.
It's something I see that I'm just like, my gosh, how would my life be different if I had this access to understanding money? And you do games with teens, you get them to think critically in kind of this fast-paced workshop.
100%.
I got to be there with you as one of your facilitators. I learned things. I mean, like, it's amazing what you're doing. It's so needed. It's also like, why don't we have more financial literacy in our schools, right?
Yeah.
So how did Conscious Cash begin?
You know, this actually started around 2016 when I wanted to start getting into financial services. I was working in insurance for a while, and I wanted to kind of get into the investment field and financial services field. From there, I got a couple opportunities to start studying to take my exams. I got my security licenses, and I started practicing out as an advisor. That was around 2019 or so when I really got started as a financial advisor at the time. And from there, I just started getting opportunities to work with different families, different groups. And one of the former clients of mine, she reached out to ask me to come up to do a workshop for high school students, get them ready for college and kind of prep them for that. And I said, sure, no problem. From there, it kind of, went really well. And, the kids, they took the information really well there, but you can still tell it was missing something.
Sure.
So we kind of did a few more opportunities shortly after that, and we really hit our stride around late 2022 when one of our colleagues, they reached out. They said, could we do a presentation for their students over at Millionaire World in Iowa? And in the email thread they sent out to all the exhibitionists, they were saying, can you guys bring a game or something like that? And we're like, we don't really have a game. And so, from there, we created one, right? So we Googled how to make a board game. And this was actually our first game we created.
Conscious Cash. It almost looks like, it looks like a board game.
Yep. And so literally this was our first board game we created there. And we really didn't have a ton of experience or expectations going into this. But when we first when I rolled out the information, the students, they really liked it. They came back, they kept playing the game over and over again. And so we realized if we can take all of our concepts and roll it into games and gamify everything there, it really started to pick up from there. And so ever since then, we've created, I want to say, about 18 games we've fully tested and had them out in the schools. We have about maybe 10 more we're still working and developing on there, but it's been phenomenal so far, and the experience and feedback and the love is in all there. And
you focus on students that they do not come. They are underrepresented, underprivileged students that don't have access to a lot of the things. This is so targeted on kids that need to learn how to break cycles of poverty, how to invest, how to manage credit, how to build credit. I mean, you were talking about everything from credit cards to car loans to equity, and what do you need to get through college? Are you going to pay for college? Or are you talking financial aid, grants, Pell Grants? And these were new. A lot of them did not know what these terms were. Guess what? Now when they go to college, they're going to know what they're doing. Yeah, and we want to make sure we expose them to the information. That way it's not like a foreign idea or nothing catches them off guard, So this way they're, at least if they, if they don't even get a full, immersion of the experience there, they're able to still hear some words there and they familiarize themselves and develop that curiosity. So that's the biggest thing for us. This is really truly understanding how to make your money work for you. Oh, absolutely. And, American system of money can be complicated, and if you don't know how to navigate it, it can actually work against you. And you don't even realize when you're further marginalizing yourself. But how can people get in touch with you? Let's get you more
so we just put a website up there last week. It's getcashconscious.com. And so just really going back into the idea of behavioral mindset, understanding the relationships to the money, the emotions behind your money. Those are the biggest factors behind it, really, and how we came up with the idea of conscious cash to begin with. But getcashconscious.com. That's the new website there. So what I love, a big message that you drive through is, maybe you've been programmed to think you're not good with money, but let's just wash that. Absolutely, right? It's just hard. That's all it is. That's really the biggest thing. And families that come from wealth and come from having money, they're used to having these conversations around money there, so it's not too crazy for them to have these different concepts and thoughts. So, but we really have to expose ourselves to things more often than not, and that's really what this really does. Marlon, thank you for being here. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks for including me in your work too. I want to be involved more. We're gonna take